So much shit has been happening in like the past month, but it's been really hard to catch up, especially because Christmas and I've been dealing with a lot of personal stuff. But I also didn't want to say anything during like Christmas and all that because it's fucking Christmas. But yeah, it's just basically what WAMO is still doing. He's just remaining ignorant and he keeps posting these things and making the mistakes people have warned him about and told him to try to stop doing, but he just does not stop doing it. And since his fan base is children, everyone's gonna believe it, and then everyone's just gonna go hate on anyone else who decides to go against him, and it's stupid, but there's only so much you can do about that. Believe it or not, I'm actually putting legit gameplay for the beginning of this video. That's crazy, right? But it's only gonna be in the beginning of the video because I don't fuck that. I know this video is probably gonna get like destroyed by dislikes like my first video, but I don't really mind that. I know it's just either people hating me because I cheat and they're not wanting to look at this side, or they're just WAMO fanboys and they're just proving my point by being ignorant just like him. Alright, so first thing, WAMO re-uploaded his video about Twilight where he showed his face in the call with Max and all that stuff. And in the description he says this was forcefully removed by Twilight, and yes, it was only Twilight that got it taken down. But he also says, enjoy this video that he doesn't want you to see. It's not that he doesn't want you to see it, it's just that the whole face thing, and that you violated his privacy. Like I said, and like other people have told you before you even uploaded the video, if you just blurred out his face and if you fully blurred out his face, everything would be just fine, but you didn't do that, so that's why it was taken down. And he keeps like saying, oh, Twilight doesn't want you to see this, and he's just trying to hide his past or anything like that. No, that's not it. It's just that you violated his privacy, and that's about it. People have told him to blur out his face before he's posted the video, and I've even told him myself, if you just blurred out his face, I've said this in my past video too, if you just fully blur out his face, you'll be just fine and nothing's gonna happen. But no, even though he had the chance to re-upload his video and he had the chance to re-edit it, and he did re-edit it because obviously he blurred it out, he never decided to mention that the allegations were false. He never said any of that, he just re-uploaded it and people are still believing it, especially people who are still new to this whole drama thing. It could have been great if you just like added something in the video that the allegations were false and that you were just re-uploading the video because it was taken down. But no, you didn't do that. Instead, it looks like you're still fighting this whole thing with that whole like re-upload, and he didn't mention anything about how the allegations were false. And after multiple people have told him that he's wrong on just certain things, he just keeps ignoring it and keeps doing it because he knows if he says it on his YouTube channel, people are going to believe him. And the mob that is his subscribers are going to retaliate against anyone who goes against him. And he knows this too. And it's actually pretty funny that he's trying to take legal action against Twilight, against things that are probably not going to do anything to him. It may be at worst a slap on the wrist for him, but what WAMO could get sued for is defamation, which is a serious fucking crime. If WAMO was to get sued by Twilight, WAMO would definitely fucking lose that case. WAMO, trying to sue Twilight or trying to do anything like that, like legal action, is not a good idea. That can backfire on you so fast. If it's not already happening. I don't know if Twilight's already tried to sue you for defamation. You might not want to talk about legal action because you've kind of fucked up in that area, like really badly. Apparently, Twilight has DDoSed someone a day after he apologized, and here you can see that Ben Hur, I don't know how to say your name, I'm just gonna call you Ben, but Ben asked for proof, and he said, just ask Swipes, and then he says, looks like he doesn't want to speak to you. If you are saying he's done these things and you can't provide proof to someone who's asking for proof, that's not looking too good for you. It doesn't matter what's going on, you should always provide proof for something like that. And you could even see here where WAMO says Swipes has no reason to lie, which is not a valid argument at all. It's not up to Ben to check for proof, it's up to you to provide the proof as you have made the claim. You're just refusing to give any proof for that. That looks really bad for you and Swipes now. You're dragging Swipes down with you, WAMO. Or maybe Swipes is doing it to himself. I don't know if this whole like DDoSing after he apologized is real or not, but what it looks like right now, it just looks like people are still trying to drag down Twilight because they realize we have won against the whole like allegation thing, and they're just trying to do anything they can to drag him down more and more. This right here is by far the funniest shit he's ever said, period. He says he doesn't want to talk to him due to his track record in getting things wrong and lacking research, which is exactly what you fucking done, WAMO. Like, what the fuck? Not only that, but WAMO has recently made a tweet. Basically, what this entire document is just him playing the victim and suggesting that the allegations are still true, which they aren't, which he said himself that they aren't. And of course, the whole attempted doxing thing, we've already covered that, but whenever you're having everyone believe that these allegations are true, and you have a perfect opportunity to try to get back at this person for possibly ruining your entire life, would you not want to do that? Of course, that doesn't mean he's innocent with the whole like attempted doxing thing. I'm never saying that he's innocent in that, or I'm gonna excuse that. I'm not excusing that, but I'm definitely not gonna hold it over his head. So even in the beginning, you can see where he says my Twitter account was mass flagged, which we never flagged it, or we never went to go report it. At least none of us did. None of the people that like made a video, or we never even mentioned your Twitter. We even talked this about you. Why are you still trying to say this is true? I'm pretty sure we have talked about this to you. Your Twitter was never banned. It's not banned. All you have to do was verify your number. That's all you have to do. You can still do that and get your Twitter back. But we never reported your Twitter so much that it would have gotten taken down or banned. It's most likely because of something that you retweeted that seemingly went against the Twitter TOS. We never reported you. We never had anything to do with anything with your Twitter at all. You say that your videos were removed by hackers, which they were not. No one else got your video taken down. It doesn't matter if 1 million people reported your video for a privacy complaint. It does not matter. The only person who can actually get your video taken down is Twilight himself, as we need to provide proof that we are actually the person that is getting fucked by having our ID and our face both in the exact same photo. Obviously, I'm not Twilight and I can't do that, so, and no one else can either, so. Alright, so there's also something that I want to point out in this video.
But being a TF2 YouTuber comes a responsibility, and when you are contacted by people who explain their problem to you and who want help, you gotta sort of help them out.
That's correct to a certain extent. What you should do is you should get as much proof as you can of this actually happening before publicizing it. What you did was spread false information. Yeah, it is a great thing that you decided to try to talk to Twilight before you publicized this and everything. And yeah, the way he reacted to you asking him to have a civil conversation with him before everything went public was poor. What WAMO did was contact Twilight before he even made this video about the whole like allegation shit, and Twilight had sent him an IP logger like instantly and like laughed about the whole thing like that. And yeah, I can understand how that would make him look bad, but even still then you probably shouldn't have publicized it, as you still really only had Discord screenshots to go off of. Doesn't matter how big of a YouTuber you are, you should look into this stuff as much as possible before publicizing it. And yes, even after contacting Twilight.
So now I'm gonna be talking about why I stopped trusting YoyoMann. Now let me warn you now. Since everything that happened, me and YoyoMann have spoken in a voice call, and we've sorted this all out, so me and him, we're friends. So I'm just saying this because he made a video pointing out his side of things. I would also like to make a video pointing out my side of things and my perspective of things. When YoyoMann found out that the screenshots were potentially faked, he made a big announcement saying that Twilight was innocent of the allegations. Now, when me and multiple other people first read this, that we thought YoyoMann was just clearing Twilight of every single thing he'd done.
False.
Because after his statement, he posted a screenshot of him trying to add Twilight as a friend.
It doesn't mean he's saying he's innocent about everything.
Which made lots of people uncomfortable, seeing that YoyoMann was instantly flopping towards Twilight Sparkles. Many people were actually concerned that he was being blackmailed into this, and that was actually a real concern for some people. For me personally not. I personally saw what was happening, and I didn't really think it was the right thing, but you know, I sort of let him go his own way with that.
That just goes to show, like, how closed-minded some of his community can really be. At least you don't believe that he was being blackmailed by us just because we were getting him on our side. I hope at least that can make you see just how, like, kind of fucked up a portion of your community really is.
Because in my mind, he sort of did just convince a bunch of people that Twilight was innocent of everything. When
he never convinced them that he was innocent of everything. I don't know where you're getting that from.
reality, he was only innocent of one of many claims brought up. Another thing that got on my nerves was the fact that YoyoMann associated himself so heavily with cheaters, going as far to defend them and to going in games and playing with them on his team. First off, this is extremely hypocritical. When you're playing a game and you see cheat on the enemy team, you're going to want them to be kicked. So obviously, when someone's going to call for one of his friends to be kicked off the game, he's going to vote no. So that's basically supporting cheaters and letting them continue the unfair battle against regular players.
No, that's incorrect. Most of the people that we go into the games with that are on the enemy team don't even realize that we're hacking. He said this in his video, but most of the people that we play against, either they know me from my YouTube channel or they just know I'm a hacker because they've seen me in games before. But a majority of the time whenever I'm playing, people don't even know I'm hacking. I don't go around as sniper and having fucking 0 FOV, which is like the FOV of the aimbot, and just have auto shoot on and have it on head only and just go around destroying an entire lobby. Of course, that doesn't really excuse my cheating.
I really don't like this. I don't like how much he supports the same people who ruin our game.
I don't think he really supports us because we cheat. I think he just is friends with us because he likes the way we actually are and our personalities and not because we cheat. Maybe he's finally realized that like all cheaters aren't dickheads.
And it really makes me uncomfortable seeing him hang out with these people. And makes me worry for what he could do in the future if these cheats become so normalized to him.
Gets me scared to see if people like you get normalized on this platform.
Hang out with the same people who ruin our hobby and my job.
I wouldn't want to hang out with someone that spreads misinformation.
Like, I was basically asking him if he was playing with cheaters. And basically YoyoMann was like, no, I just play with my friends.
Who's a fucking NN in the top? Why do you always seem to just make a video whenever I'm already ready to upload the video? Like, fuck, dude. Can you stop that, please? Thank you.
I took a look at them, and I looked at them, I thought, okay, that's very interesting, I hope this is not true.
You didn't look into them. All you did was look at them. There's a difference between looking into them and at them. All you did was look at screenshots and post them.
Respectful conversation, what I got back was a link trying to grab my IP.
Well, yeah, if you go to a known DDoSer and then you say he is a predator, of course you're gonna get something back. Like, I mean, I'm not excusing that, but like, come on.
Evidence against Valve Twilight Sparkles. The evidence at the time seemed very real.
No, it didn't. It was just Discord screenshots. That's all you had.
Now, after my original video came out exposing Twilight, a bunch of his friends banded together to try to expose me and to try to make videos slandering my name.
Okay, we've told you this before. We never want to expose you. That's not our goal. We're here to defend our friend. But while we were defending our friend, we came across some things that were bad about you. And then we thought those were important to mention as well, because you're not perfect yourself. I know, your viewers are gullible and they're young and they're impressionable, but that does not mean you get to take advantage of it. We did focus on the Twilight thing. That's why it was always the first thing mentioned in every single video. At least I did. I saved the stuff about you for last because I know that's a little less important right now. But yeah, like I said, while we were trying to defend Twilight, we came across some things about you, like you trying to manipulate someone. That still isn't explained, by the way.
They weren't too happy about my video on Twilight and they wanted revenge. And they wanted it badly.
No.
However, these videos were debunked very fast. I didn't even have to respond to most of them. Most of my fans debunked them, as well as some other notable YouTubers.
No one else debunked what we said. And about like how your viewers debunked and like other YouTubers debunked, I feel like you're also talking about the skin changer, so let me just say this one more time. So, a skin changer, what a skin changer does, it modifies the memory of a game. And what a cheat does, it modifies the memory of a game. You see how those are technically the same exact thing? What WAMO did is he injected a cheat, but it was a cheat without aimbot and wall hack and all of that stuff. It doesn't matter if he was using aimbot. It doesn't matter if he was just using wall hacks or just a skin changer. If he wasn't cheating, he wouldn't have gotten a VAC ban. And that's just how it works. I don't make those rules. I don't. That's Valve's doing. That's Valve themselves having that rule. That's not me. Don't come crying to me about it. Cry to Valve about it. In Valve's eyes, he was cheating. That's why he got a VAC ban. Just to finally get that out of the way, yes, WAMO did cheat. That's just how it works. I can't change that. I'm sorry.
The original video came out exposing Twilight Sparkles I was contacted by an extremely popular YouTuber called Maximilianus. He currently has around 1.45 million subscribers.
Why do you keep mentioning his sub count like that? You keep telling people that they're using your name for popularity whenever we're just trying to defend our friend, but then you go ahead and use Maximilianus' name for popularity. It's like, if you do it to someone else, it's completely fine, but whenever we do it, it's like, whoa, dude, you can't do that. Like, no, none of us were using anyone's name for popularity, other than you, because you're constantly mentioning his sub count. You're using Maximilianus as a way to get more people onto your videos because, oh, he has a high sub count. That's not what I'm doing. I don't mention your sub count or anything like that. I just mention that you are a YouTuber. I don't drool out the mouth thinking of, oh my god, I'm talking to someone with a high sub count, like you do.
He ended up attempting to dox me on his YouTube channel, dox me in his Discord servers. He tried his hardest to ruin my life. And while doing this, he said, quote, "show no mercy."
You say he was trying to ruin your life. Whenever you are ruining his life by doing this, at least you are potentially ruining his life with these false allegations that you mass spreaded to everyone. And like I've mentioned before about the whole defamation of character thing, everything that you can see in this screenshot you have done. The statement was not substantially true. Yes, that is correct. It was not substantially true. You can identify who made the false statement, yes, 42, and you for also believing it and further spreading it. And also supporting the claim. The person knowingly or recklessly made a false statement. Yes. At least with 42, he knowingly did it, but with you, you recklessly did it. The statement was published verbally or in writing to someone other than you. Yes, from a YouTube video. The false statement harmed you. Yes, well, not me, but it harmed Twilight.
And he didn't want us to post the video. We told him that it would take time to see if he's actually changed, but he told us he promised he would change. However, within 12 hours of that long apology, he put all his videos back up, and we got a message from a notable YouTuber saying that he was DDoSed during a game.
You took all of his video downs not because what you said was true like the allegations, it's because what you did to his real life and his personal life.
By Twilight. Now, we can't confirm this is true, but they have no reason to lie about this.
No matter if they had a reason to lie or not, that's not a valid excuse for that, no.
This video was extremely popular and was growing extremely quickly, until I received an email from YouTube saying that this video is being striked for privacy concerns from Twilight. Now, this was due to me having his face in the video without his permission. I thought that this would be okay because his face was already public on the internet. However, the video was struck down.
Yes, his video was public on the internet, correct, but he didn't consent to it being on the internet, kinda exactly what you did. Not kinda, it was exactly what you did. Just shared his face without his knowledge, or probably maybe his knowledge, but definitely not with his consent.
Had the actual, really strong blur onto it. However, he has yet to retract this. And he even went as far as making a comment about terminating my channel in his Discord server.
I mean, yeah, at the time we had no idea that you were going to further blur his face. Continuing to fuck with his privacy like that will fuck with you and your channel instead for trying to fuck with his privacy over and over again, because at the time, that's what it really looked like you were doing.
However, shortly after my tweet was posted, my account was reported by a user. Not sure who did it, but it was likely Twilight or one of his fans. However, I have no evidence for this, so I can't say it's either of them. But if you put one and one together, that's the answer.
We've already mentioned this to you. I don't know why you keep saying this. We've mentioned this to other people and you, that your Twitter was not taken down by us. All you have to do is verify a phone number. But we did talk to you about this because you said that you can't, it's like some random phone number or something like that. So you can't get it back, which isn't our fault.
Now, regarding the deplatforming, this isn't just part of Twilight's thing. There is another group of people who are falsely striking down some of my videos, which isn't very nice, but that's it for another video.
Yeah, so that's something that I don't agree with, of course. If people are actually doing that to you, I do apologize, but your viewers could be doing the exact same thing to us. But you see how you don't have control over that? You see how you can't really just say, hey, don't do this, and then they all just listen to you? That's not how it works. You don't have control over what your viewers do, and neither do we. You don't have control over what the community does, and neither do we.
This time we even mentioned this to him. Also, shout out to some of Twilight's friends such as Mbuku, Nullcore, Zarkon, who were willing to have civil conversations with me and discuss the facts and evidence. I really appreciate it, and made me see the better side of the cheating community.
No problem, man.
Just yesterday, I was banned from a TF2 YouTuber Discord. I was banned from it because the members of that Discord had a meeting behind my back where they were talking about me and my association with cheaters. They found that they didn't want to be associated with me because I was associated with people they didn't like. I personally find it insulting that I wasn't a part of this meeting and couldn't give myself a chance to defend myself.
I know I don't really need to bring this up because YoyoMann has already done that, but I just feel like I need to also say my opinions on this because what they did right there is like hella fucked up. Apparently, if one of your people in your Discord is fucking with someone that you don't like, you get banned for it. And that's kind of childish. You would assume YouTubers that have apparently over 100k in that Discord would know how to deal with a situation decently fine and not completely fuck it up like they did, but I just feel bad for YoyoMann because that's kind of fucked up. He had no chance to defend himself. He couldn't do anything. He just got fucking banned while people did that shit behind his back. They must be feeling real stupid right now because they're having to get a cheater to tell them how to act. But yeah, I know that was just really quick, but I just feel bad for YoyoMann, and I hope those YouTubers give him a second chance and deal with this situation a lot better than they did this time. Quick update, according to YoyoMann, he was actually given a second chance to defend himself. Unfortunately, it went to dog shit, because according to him, he was constantly cut off, and it went just as shit as the first time. WAMO did stand right next to him and also defend him. WAMO was not wanting him banned from the server. But yeah, he actually was given a second chance. I'm sorry, I don't know how I missed this, but yeah, now you guys know that he actually was given a second chance, but notice that it still went just as poorly. You can even see here how Twilight clearly doesn't want the video down just to get the video down, but to keep his privacy in check. So One Trick has found some stuff about Maximilian Must, and apparently he's a scammer, at least according to Steam Rep. And another thing that I do want to save for later. So if you go to the document that I'll link in the description, if you go to his profile, his Steam profile, and you put that into Steam Rep, you'll see that, boom, he has a ban on Steam Rep for admitted to scamming. And of course, you can go see the other links here, but yeah, apparently he admitted to scamming someone, and this is Maximilian Must, the guy with 1 million subscribers and the guy that WAMO is associating with. Now, of course, if you guys don't trust me and if you think I'm just doing this and like inspect elementing or something, like, you guys can go into the document yourself and go see this for yourself. In fact, I recommend you guys do that, and I encourage it. Alright, so here's the other thing that I was gonna talk about that I was saving for later. So if you go to his profile here, and then you see where it says alt down here, you click this, and you can see ban scammer alt, so it's also linked into this. So if you go to the Steam community, his actual Steam profile, and then you scroll down to his comments, you can see fucking One Trick right here, but you can see people are saying that he's rage hacking and casual. What the fuck is wrong with you? Rage hacking with his friends and matchmaking. So apparently people are getting mad at this guy for cheating. This should really be looked into more, but this is not looking good for WAMO and Max.
Personally, I just want this to end. It's been a nightmare, and owning up to my own mistakes and trying to help, I lost many friends and future opportunities. I was even advised by a few people to say that I tricked the cheating community into trusting me so that I could be reaccepted, but that's kind of a low blow. This whole thing is just dumb. I mean, it's obvious to me that WAMO just wants attention. He repeatedly complained to me that his channel was doing poorly after the original video was taken down. It's a big reason why he even re-uploaded it in the first place. As someone who knows WAMO personally, I know he's not a bad guy. I know it's hard to show that to people because people see what's on the outside and they don't see private interactions, but he's not a bad guy. This definitely got to his head and inflated his ego. I can't defend him anymore. All I can say is just don't harass him, seriously. Don't harass him because it's just going to make the situation worse. In some messed up way though, I feel like this drama was kind of for the best. I mean, it taught me a valuable lesson. It got Twilight to change his ways and gave me a whole new host of friends. Kind of thankful for it in a way, but also it's gotta end, and I'm done with it. Right now, it's in WAMO's hands. If he wants to keep pushing drama, that's his choice, and I can't change that. I can't force him to stop. Sorry.
This community is worse than I thought. The last appearance I made on Umku's channel, I said the TF2 community is gullible, but I now see there's more to it. The TF2 community is ignorant. Twilight has been proven innocent of being a pedophile. But during the process of proving Twilight's innocence, The people coming out with proof have been hit with comments such as, "Imagine defending a predator. Only a predator would do that." Which is not true, as you can see. And before any of you say the only reason I'm defending this is because I'm a hacker, no. I don't cheat and I never will. It doesn't interest me. It's just that predatory allegations should not have evidence that's solely based off of Discord screenshots. Everybody should know this, yet WAMO failed to acknowledge that basic fact, and proceeded to say that the screenshots were real. He proceeded to get other people on his side as well, such as YoyoMann, Silent Man Joe, and Ben Hur. And they too went along with what WAMO said, saying he's a predator and that it is definitely 100% true. However, when Talon got in contact with YoyoMann, he was able to show him that Twilight was being framed, and that the screenshots were faked. He was able to change his view and realize how Twilight was indeed being framed. He stepped down and decided to do the right thing, admit he was wrong. The same goes for Ben. He realized what was happening and was able to form his own opinion on the situation. In the end, he came to realize that the screenshots were indeed fake, stepped down and made another video addressing it. I'm happy that these two were able to realize what was really going on and form their own opinion, something not many of WAMO's fans are capable of doing or willing to do. Soon after YoyoMann sided with us and came to be friends with us, he made a tweet saying that he was shunned out of a friend group for his different beliefs and for siding with people who didn't agree with them as well. It doesn't take a genius to know that this is WAMO he is talking about. This really upsets me. Nobody should be left behind by a friend group for different beliefs. True friends would be willing to accept you, no matter what.
There's not much more I can really bring to the table here. We all just want this to end, and WAMO clearly doesn't want it to end. The more drama there is, the more fame he gets off of this. All we want is just for this drama to just stop. We don't want it to go on anymore. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I hope I brought some more light to some things that maybe you guys might have believed or were skeptical about. There's also just one thing that I want to show you guys real quick.
And in case these hackers and Twilight doesn't know, on YouTube, when you try to take down someone's video, that usually confirms what they're saying.
So if you try to take down something, or if you do take down something about someone, then that means they're correct. Uh-oh. Where did your old Steam account go, dude? In my video, it was clearly here, and now whenever I call it out, it's gone. So according to Silent Man Joe, the guy with 100k subscribers, if you take down something, or you try to, then that means they're usually right. And I said he was cheating with this. Then,